we at right now, you know what I'm saying? We on telephone with it, and man, shout out that boy Bean, you know what I'm saying? He's still putting on for you, bro, and he paved the way, you know what I'm saying? He made it possible for the Mexicans to get that voice when they first was coming out, was shut them down, you know what I'm saying? And R.I.P. D-Town, you know what I'm saying? And R.P. Nutso, you know, they did a lot for the Mexicans, man, you know, we really got to pay the way to Bing, and also S.P.M, you know what I'm saying? They're the ones that made it shake for us to get that recognition we deserve, you know what I'm saying? So on the come up, man, really I gotta say it was just, you know, everything that I had went through as a kid, it really let me go down to where the fact turned out. It really let me go down to understand what it was coming up in the urban community. About a lot of times people like to say, oh man, you know, he tries to sound black or he tries to sound this. I'm like, man, I grew up right there by Fifth Ward, you know what I'm saying? North Central area, Hardy. And it's a mean ass blend of blacks and Mexicans, you know, going through the same struggles, going through the same things. So that's why I feel like I connected to Bean big time, because he didn't sound Mexican. You know, a lot of times there's rappers that sound a certain type of way, and I just feel like when you're speaking for the streets, man, that's the way I say, like, it's gonna sound that way. You know, you're gonna feel the grittiness on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Real talk.
I just had an interview with Juan Gotti not too long ago, and he said that S.P.M didn't get out of prison. How do you feel about that?
Man, I feel like that's live right there. I really feel like that's gonna be crunk for S.P.M to come out here and actually, cause what it is, man, I feel like a lot of times we don't have nobody to look up to being Mexican. You know, a lot of times it's always the way it is. Like a lot of times I understand why people can say, oh, he's trying to sound this, he's trying to sound that, but in reality, there ain't nobody that had no like people to look up to besides the S.P.M. So that's why when you go to the Day of Unity, when I first performed there, because ESG had brought me out, there were so many people there, and I was thinking to myself, man, there's so many people there. Why is that? Because they ain't been nobody to gravitate to since S.P.M been gone. So it was so packed that, you know, a lot of people, they want to get booked to the S.P.Ms and stuff like that, because that's the biggest amount of crowd they're gonna have in a long time. S.P.M brought over 3,500 people, man, and over 20 years of being incarcerated. Come on, that just shows you how much they're needing another Mexican to step up to the plate. So that's what I feel like I'm trying to fulfill. You know what I'm saying? That's what I feel like. That's what my purpose is right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What Mexican artists do you fuck with right now that are on the come up, just like you?
Man, really on the cool. Man, I can't even say, like, I mean, salute everybody that's doing that shit right now, but actually jamming them like that, I really don't jam too many, bro. I be really in my zone, and 9 times out of 10, you know, I grew up with you know, a whole bunch of, you know, people that grew up like in the 80s area, so I listen to a lot of rock, you know, AC/DC and stuff like that, and, you know, Metallica and shit like that. So really, when I'm not writing music, I'm listening to that, you know, Audio Slave and stuff like that. And, you know, grew up with my boy Luna right here. It's a blessing to have my boy Free. You know, he was locked down for a minute. It's like an uncle to me, you know. So really, man, I can't even say I really be jamming too much, other than when I be doing my music and I just stay focused on what I got going on. But salute to all the Mexicans in the city, get into it, man. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Yeah. So whenever you making music, what's the inspiration behind it? Just the shit you grew up with?
The inspiration is the inspiration of doing the music is just to be able to tell the story of what it's like to come up out of that. Because I remember back in the day, whenever you're